Pistol Pete Rieser was an immensely talented player for the Brooklyn Dodgers. It said he could run a 9.8 100-yard dash in his uniform and spikes, very fast. But he gave great effort on every play. He was a hustle player, but was very injury prone. He fractured his skull one time running into an outfield wall. Still made the throw back to the infield. On another occasion, crashed into a wall and was temporarily paralyzed. He was taken off the field on a stretcher a record 11 times. On July 19, 1942, he was batting .383, crashed the wall, and then only hit .244 the rest of the way, lowering his average to .310. And that was sort of the story of his career. This is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics. This is Game 1 of the 1941 National League Double Elimination Tournament between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Brooklyn Dodgers. Here's your starting lineups for the Phillies. Bobby Bragan will lead off and play shortstop. Stan Benjamin is the right fielder. Joe Marty is the center fielder. Nick Etten plays first base. Danny Litweiler will be the left fielder. Pinky May, third base. Danny Murtaugh, second base. And Benny Warren is the catcher with Cy Blanton, a grade C pitcher with a Y modifier. And the Philadelphia Phillies will be using fielding column 3. For the Brooklyn Dodgers, they have Cookie Lavagetto playing third base. Bill Herman at second base. Pete Rieser in center field. Dolph Camilli at first base. Joe Medwick is in right field. Dixie Walker is in left field. Pee Wee Race, shortstop. Mickey Owen, catcher. And Whitlow Wyatt is a grade A pitcher, X and Z modifiers. And the Brooklyn Dodgers are using fielding column 1. I believe we're ready to begin. Bobby Bragan steps in for the Phillies. 46 is a ground ball back to the pitcher, Whit Wyatt, and he is retired for the first out. Stan Benjamin. 54 is a fly ball to the right fielder, Ducky Medwick, and there are 2 outs. Joe Marty. 25 is a 8 against a grade A. That's going to be a pop out to the third baseman, Cookie Lavagetto. We go to the bottom of the first after the Phillies are retired. 1, 2, 3. Brooklyn Dodgers coming to bat and no score. Cy Blanton of the Phillies completes his warm-up tosses. He is a screwball pitcher primarily. He'll be facing Cookie Lavagetto, Billy Herman, and Pete Rieser. Here's the pitch to Lavagetto. 33 is going to be a hit, call, and roll. And it's going to be a leadoff double for Cookie Lavagetto. Looky, looky, here comes Cookie. Very popular saying around Ebbets Field when Lavagetto was playing. Here's Billy Herman with a runner on second and nobody out. 32 is going to be a 26. That is out of first. Ground ball to second. So Murtaugh to the first baseman, Nick Etten. But Lavagetto goes to third. There is 1 out. Going against a tough pitcher, the Phillies are going to play their infield in and try to stop this run at the plate. Pete Rieser is the batter. 343 hitter in 1941. Here's the pitch. 65 is going to be just what Cy Blanton ordered, a pop-up in foul territory. It's being chased down by the shortstop, Bobby Bragan. He makes the catch, and Lavagetto will have to hold third. There are 2 outs. Dolph Camilli. Camilli was the 1941 National League MVP. He had 300 votes to Rieser's 183 votes. Here's the pitch to Camilli. 35 is a 37. Pop fly out to the first baseman, Nick Etten, and Cy Blanton escapes the first with no damage. We go to the top of the second, no score. Nick Etten leads off the top of the second inning at 311 and 14 home runs. He was the bright spot in the Phillies batting order. Here's the pitch to Nick Etten. 56 is a high pop-up, I believe, to the shortstop. It was a wide modifier, but he's X, so it is a pop-out to the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. One away, and that will bring up Danny Litweiler. Here's the pitch to Litweiler. 55 is a base hit for Danny Litweiler, first hit for the Phillies. And he will be a fast runner for Philadelphia at first base. There is one out. Pinky May, the father of Major League catcher Milt May. Third baseman comes in, steps into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. 41 is a 6-4-3 double play. We're at the bottom of the second, no score. Blanton completes his warm-up tosses, and Joe Medwick will lead off for the Dodgers. 22 is going to be a hit column roll. 52 is a double for Joe Medwick, another leadoff double by the Brooklyn Dodgers. Fast runner at second base, Dixie Walker. 1-2 is a 25. It's a line drive to the second baseman, and it is caught by Danny Murtaugh. One away. The shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. A lot of these guys, when World War II came, they signed up in the military. Pee Wee Reese was with the U.S. Navy, and he played on the same Navy baseball team with Phil Rizzuto. You want to guess which one played shortstop and which one played third? Reese played short, and Rizzuto played third. Here's the pitch to Reese. 36 is a 33. It's a pop out to the Philly shortstop, Bobby Bragan. That's two down. Brings up the catcher, Mickey Owen, who's going to be intentionally walked. To get to the pitcher, Whit Wyatt. So first and second, with two outs. Medwick's like a second. It's a fast runner. Here's the pitch. 36. 33 is an infield pop-up to Bobby Bragan. And Cy Blanton escapes inning number 2 trouble. We go to the top of the third, no score. We're playing by basic Apba rules, but we have the steal ratings, so we'll use the master steal ratings. And these results I get sometimes where the result is runners caught stealing or runner steals random base. I'm going to apply the master rules and not just take the automatic result. See how that works out. Here's the pitch to Danny Murtaugh leading off for the Phillies. 52 is a 27. That's going to be a X modifier for a strikeout. Murtaugh goes down swinging for Wyatt's first strikeout of the game. Benny Lewis, the catcher. 62 is a 22. That's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman, Dolph Camilli. He flips to Wyatt for the second out. And now the pitcher is Cy Blanton. 22 is going to be a 9. He gets an A. That's going to be a ground out to the shortstop, 6-3. Bottom of the third, no score. Cookie Lavagetto will lead off for the Brooklyn Dodgers. From 1938 through 42, he was the National League's third baseman, all-star. Here's the pitch. 53-18 is going to be an error on the shortstop, Bobby Bragan. Dodgers have had the leadoff runner on all 3 times. Lavagetto is a fast runner at first. And Billy Herman's a pretty good candidate for hit and run, which I believe we'll do. There goes Lavagetto. Pitch to Herman. 46. 29. Pitcher to first base. The runner is going to be going to second. So score 1-3. It's not a sacrifice. He was swinging away. But they got a runner in scoring position for Pete Rieser. Rieser popped the shortstop first time up. Here's the pitch. 41 is a 28. That's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. 6-3. He had to charge in to get that ball, and that allows Lavagetto to go to third. There's 2 down. And Dolph Camilli. .52 to Camilli. That's going to be a ground out to third base. Thrown out by Pinky May. 5-3. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Still no score. Willow Wire will be looking at the top of the Philadelphia lineup. Bobby Bragan. 1-6 is a ground out to the shortstop Pee Wee Reese. 1 away. Stan Benjamin labored 10 years in the minor leagues before he made it to the major leagues. He had a short career. Also liked football and coached a lot of high school football in his hometown of Framingham, Massachusetts. He also scouted for 40 years for the Houston Astros and was the man who recommended the Jeff Bagwell for Larry Anderson trade with the Red Sox. Here's the pitch to Benjamin. 53 is a 17. That's going to be a fly out to the Brooklyn Dodger right fielder Joe Medwick. 2 outs. Brings back Joe Marty. The center fielder. 36 is a pop out to right field. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No score. So far, the Dodgers have only 2 hits and no runs against Cy Blanton's effective screwball. Here's the pitch to Joe Medwick. 41 is going to be a ground out to the shortstop, Bobby Bragan. 1 away. Dixie Walker. 55 is going to be a base hit for Dixie Walker. That's the 3rd hit for Brooklyn. Average speed at first base. Pee Wee Reese, the hitter. .25 is going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Go to the 5th, still no score. Nick Edden, who played through the war years, but with the, not with the Phillies, but with the New York Yankees. He led the American League in 1943 with 22 home runs, and in 1944, he led the league with 111 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Edden. 1-6 is a ground out to the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. Over to first base, 1 away. Danny Litweiler. 33 is a double for Litweiler. First extra base hit for the Phillies. Only the 2nd hit of the game. Fast runner at second. And Pinky May, the batter. All right, the pitch to Pinky May. 43 is a ground ball back to the pitcher. The runner will go to third. So May is retired 1-3. There are 2 outs. Danny Murtaugh comes to bat. 65 is a foul out to the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. At the bottom of the 5th, no score. Okay, both teams have put runners in scoring position. It took till the 5th inning for the Phillies to do it. The Dodgers have done it 3 times, but that's where the fun stopped. Nobody has scored. Here's the pitch to the catcher, Mickey Owen. 44 is a base hit for Mickey Owen. And the Dodgers have had the leadoff runner on 4 out of 5 times. Owen's an average speed runner at first. The pitcher, Whit Wyatt, will probably sacrifice him on. He'll give it a shot. Here's the pitch to Whit Wyatt. 1-2 is a 25. That's popped up. It's caught by the catcher, thrown to first, double play. So a big play by Benny Warren right there. And there are suddenly 2 outs. Cookie Lavagetto, the batter. 41 is a 28's a play result. And that is a ground out to the shortstop, Bobby Bragan. We go to the 6th, still no score. Whit Wyatt was 22-10 with a 2.34 ERA, and he's showing that today. The leadoff batter for Philadelphia is Benny Warren. Here's the pitch. 53 is going to be a error on the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. E6. Warren's a slow runner first. They'll play it safe. And the pitcher, Cy Blanton, will probably try to bunt him the second. Hopefully with more success than the Dodgers were able to pull off. 46 is a 32. Out of first, runner goes to second. 5-4 covering. It is a successful sacrifice hit. And the Phillies have catcher Warren at second base. 1 out. They're still going to play it conservative, though. I take that back. They're going to play it normal. Here's the pitch to Bobby Bragan. 1-6 is a 28. That's going to be a let's see. Ground out to the shortstop. The runner will have to hold. Two outs. Stan Benjamin, the batter. And 16 is a ground out to shortstop. We're bottom of 6, no score. The Phillies have stranded 3 base runners. Brooklyn has stranded 6. We're in the bottom of 6. Billy Herman leads off for Brooklyn. 31 is going to be a pop out to the third baseman, Pinky May. Pete Rieser, a lot of speed at the plate here. Here's the pitch. 54 is a fly ball to right field, and that is caught by Benny Benjamin, the right fielder. 2 outs. Dolph Camilli. Error on the second baseman, so that was fumbled by Danny Murtaugh. Second Phillies error. And the Dodgers first baseman is on at first with 2 outs. Ducky Medwick, known in his career for his fighting spirit and fisticuffs. Sometimes he even against his own teammates. With the Cardinals, he punched Ripper Collins, he punched Tex Carlton, he threatened both the Dean brothers. Dizzy once said of Ducky Medwick, once you anticipate he might hit you, all of a sudden it's bop and it's all over. Here's the pitch to Medwick. 1-5-7, that's going to be a base hit. And the runner is going to go to third. First and third. Medwick's a fast runner first. Dixie Walker. There's 2 outs. Dodgers have a threat. He will be facing a 3-11 hitter with runners on first and third. The infield with 2 outs will be playing back. Here's the pitch. 31 is a 9 against the C. That's going to be a single over short. One runner scores, and with 2 outs, Medwick will make it to third. That's an unearned run, but the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead here in the 6th inning. Pee Wee Reese. 34 is going to be a fly out to the center fielder for the 3rd out. We go to the 7th. Dodgers 1, Phillies nothing. Okay, Joe Marty leads off for the Phillies. Here's the pitch to Marty. 33 is going to be a base hit for Joe Marty. Fast runner will be on at first. Marty represents the tying run. Nick Etten, the Phillies' best hitter, is up. Here's the pitch from Whitlow Wyatt. 51 is an 8 against an A. That's going to be a ground out to the first baseman. 3-1 with Marty going to second and 1 out. Danny Litwater, 305 hitter, 18 home runs. Well, he had a good year hitting. He's just as well as Nick Etten. And he's hitting today. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Never want to walk a go-ahead run. Let's see. 267. I don't always do what's on the books. Litwater is going to be walked. We're going to pitch to Pinky May. First and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Pinky May. 1-6 is a 28. That's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. So that works out well for the Dodgers. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-0 Brooklyn. Bottom of the Dodger order, Marv Owen, Whitlow Wyatt, and Cookie Lavagetto. Here's the pitch. 1-3 is a walk to Marv Owen. Average speed. Whitlow tried to sacrifice earlier unsuccessfully. He's going to try it again. 32 is a 26. That's going to be successful. So sacrifice was to the first base side, fielded by the first baseman Nick Atwin, who threw it over to the second baseman, covering 3-4. Owen goes to second, 1 away. Cookie Lavagetto is Cy Blanton's point of fatigue. He'll have to have a couple things happen to him bad beyond that to reduce his letter grade, but he's beginning to wear down a bit. Here's the pitch to Lavagetto, 41. That's going to be a 28. Round out to shortstop, 6-3. And the runner goes to third. There's 2 outs. Billy Herman, a 285 hitter for 41 Brooklyn. 65 is a foul out to the shortstop. We go to the top of the 8th, 1-0 Brooklyn. Denny Murtaugh due to lead off for the Phillies in the top of the 8th. He was a pedestrian ball player, but he once led the National League in stolen bases with 18 steals. But beyond that, he didn't do a whole lot in his playing days, but as a manager, he was outstanding. He helped the Pirates to 2 pennants, 3 division titles, and 3 second-place finishes. And it was quoted to Steve Blass that every year he had the same end of spring training speech. He would say, "This is it, the 25 of you guys, me and the coaches, we're going north now. Blow everyone away if you can. Don't expect me to outmanage anybody. If you keep it close in the 8th, I'll lose it every time." That's his annual speech, going north speech. Here's the pitch to Murtaugh. 41 is a ground out to the shortstop, 6-3. And Danny Murtaugh is 0 for 3. That brings up Bidding Warren, who is 0 for 2. 46 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. And now there'll be a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Emmett Mueller. All right, here's the pitch to Mueller. 36 is a pop out to the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 1-0 Brooklyn. The new pitcher for Philadelphia is Walter Boom Boom Beck. He's a grade C pitcher with no modifiers. Here's the pitch to the Pete Rieser of the Dodgers. 34 is a fly ball to center field, caught by Joe Marty, 1 away. And Pete Rieser is 0 for 4 today. Here's Dolph Camilli. 56 is a pop out to the shortstop, Bobby Bragan, 2 outs. Ducky Medway. 63 is a fly ball to Joe Marty in center. We go to the 9th, 1-0 Brooklyn. Okay, Whit Wyatt has a fatigue point of 31 batters. He has pitched to 32 or 3, so he's at that point. So if a couple bad things happen to him, they might come and get him. Here's the pitch to Bobby Bragan. 6-6 roll, that's going to be hit column roll. He had 4 home runs on the year. 53 is a double for Bobby Bragan. And that's some good work here for the Phillies to lead off the second inning, or ninth inning. Fast runner at second base, nobody out. We see Fat Freddie Fitzsimmons warming up in the Brooklyn Dodger bullpen. Here is Stan Benjamin, 235 hitter. He's probably going to square around the bunt. Hate to give up outs in the ninth inning, but try to get that tying run to third. Here's the pitch. 24 is a 13. That's going to be a foul strike. See if they keep the bunt on. They do. 1-2 is 25. That will be a throw over to third, and they get Bragan at third, 1-5, and that is a field sacrifice, scored as a fielder's choice. Benjamin's fast at first. Joe Marty. Okay, Benjamin wants to steal second. Wyatt's move to first is +1. The catcher's arm is +3. So that makes him a C22, or 11 through 44, he'll be safe. And Benjamin's going to take that chance. There's a pitch, 34. He is safe. Somewhat tempted to try to steal third too, but we got 2 300 hitters scheduled that. No, hold on a minute. Joe Marty's up. He's not a 300 hitter. If I steal third and he gets thrown out, then Marty comes out and he makes third out. We don't get to the 300 hitters, so he's not going to try to steal third. Here's the pitch to Marty with 1 out and tying run at second base. 24 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Dixie Walker. Okay, wait. Yeah, there's 2 outs now. But we still have Nick Etten has a chance for the Phillies. We'll see if he can do it. Here's Whitlow Wyatt. Here's the windup. And by the way, 2 bad things have happened to him. So let's reduce him to a B pitcher. Oh, timeout. Yeah, home rules are 2 bad things happen. He's only had 1 bad thing happen. That's a double. So he's still okay. He's still an A pitcher. Here's the pitch to Etten. 46 is going to be a ground ball back to Whit Wyatt. Whit Wyatt's covering, ground ball to the first baseman. 3-1. That's a ball game. Whit Wyatt holds on, and the Dodgers win 1-0. We'll be back with a wrap-up. First game of the National League Double Elimination Tournament between the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies scored no runs on 4 hits and they committed 2 errors. Dodgers had 1 run on 5 hits. They committed 1 error. The winning pitcher was Whitlow Wyatt, who went the distance, and the losing pitcher was Cy Bland, gave up no earned runs in 7 innings, 1 unearned run. He is the unfortunate losing pitcher in this game. The stars of the game will be Whit Wyatt and Dixie Walker. Walker was 2 for 3 with the game-winning RBI, driving in Dolph Camilli in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dixie Walker went on to become the Dodgers All-Star selection 1943 through 1947. So the Dodgers move on in the tournament. They'll play the winner of the Pittsburgh Pirates-New York Giants game. The Philadelphia Phillies will play the loser of that game, and they go down to the losers bracket. Thanks for joining us. This is Apba saying good night and God bless.